Shout out to these fans for coming up with the idea to this video. If you have any cool ideas for a future video, let me know in the comments below. I may just give you a shout out.
3, 2, 1.
What's up, Net Soldiers? I am the Alliance. Today we're asked the question, what if Maul killed Obi-Wan Kenobi on Tatooine in Star Wars Rebels? Now I know this is a fairly recent one, but you guys asked for it, so here it is. But before we begin, if you're a subscriber of mine and you feel like being awesome, make sure to join the notification squad by clicking that little bell button beneath this video. It'll notify you every time I upload a new video, so you can get my videos first, which is good because I respond to every comment within the first hour of this video being posted, so you have a better chance of getting a response by me. Now with that out of the way, let's begin. On Tatooine, under the night sky, the stars bear witness to a confrontation of legends. Obi-Wan Kenobi and his arch-nemesis, Maul, stare each other down, lightsabers drawn. "Perhaps you're protecting something," Maul said with a curious grin. "No, protecting someone." Obi-Wan stood in his Form 3 stance for a second, then switched to his former Master stance. Maul sized up Kenobi's saber form. He remembered it from before, and decided to do the same move that killed Qui-Gon. And as we know, Maul assaults Obi-Wan, attempting the same maneuver he used on Qui-Gon, and it fails. Obi-Wan sees the attack coming from a mile away and strikes Maul down, once and for all. However, what if something else happened? What if Maul actually did kill Kenobi? Let's explore. So you can tell from the episode, Obi-Wan sprung a trap for Maul, and he fell into it. But although I don't personally think Maul would be so naive, I guess walking around the desert for a couple days with what seems to be little to no water could cause Maul to be weakened and delirious. Now with that said, let's say Maul was at his peak of power in terms of his age, and was well nourished and rested. So right away, I'm just gonna say this. I honestly don't believe Maul would have fallen for the trap that Kenobi set. In fact, I think he would have instantly saw through it, and he would have planned to counter it or even work with it. So the same fight would go down, with Kenobi thinking that Maul fell into his trap. However, when Maul goes to knock Obi-Wan in the head with his lightsaber hilt, he quickly dodges out of the way of Obi-Wan's slash, spinning around Kenobi and delivering a blade right through the old Jedi's back, killing Obi-Wan. So with Obi-Wan dead, what would happen next? Let's explore a little further. Well, right away, I'd say Maul would probably seek out this someone Obi-Wan was protecting. And I'm sure Maul would go to Kenobi's hut and find some type of clue to who it is. Now, I'm going to guess since Obi-Wan was alone for so many years, I'm sure he wrote down some of his stories, some of his memories, something at least to kind of reveal that Luke is this person he is hiding. Perhaps Obi-Wan had a diary of sorts on a datapad or something, where he talked about Luke and his aunt and his uncle and where the lightsaber came from that was originally Anakin's. And from the explanations and the stories written in this diary, Maul could figure out the whereabouts of Luke Skywalker. Now, this episode is set in 2 BBY, so 2 years before A New Hope. And in A New Hope, Luke is 19. So at this point in time, he would be 17. Yay, math. So it's possible to assume that Maul would wait for Luke to go to the Tashi station with his friends, like he mentions in A New Hope. So when Luke leaves, this is when Maul would make his move. Maul approached the moisture farm, coming to the building's front doorway. He knocked on the door. The door opened to reveal an older woman, who Maul knew as Beru from Kenobi's datapad. "Hello," she said in a kind voice. "Can I help you?" "Actually, yes," the Zabrak said in a calm tone. "Is your husband and son home?" "Well, Owen's in the backyard," she said with hesitance. "Should I get him for you?" "There will be no need for that. He's next after you." "What do you mean?" Before Beru could even finish her sentence, Maul stabbed her with a lightsaber, killing the woman. He then grabbed her body and dragged her to the back door. Maul saw Owen working on some power ports and walked to his side, dropping Beru's corpse right in front of him. Owen turned to see this sight. "Beru? What happened? What did you do?" "What does it look like?" Maul said, grinning. "I killed her, and I need your bodies near each other to make this look convincing." "Convincing?" Owen said with confusion. He began to put the pieces together in his head, and then he realized, "You've come for Luke." A smile appeared on Maul's face. "You're a wise man, Owen. Not like that Kenobi." "Kenobi?" Owen questioned. You killed Kenobi." "In fact, I did. And he was even trying to protect the boy. Pitiful." Owen reached for a shotgun. "You stay the hell away from Luke." But just before Owen could take the shot, Maul used the force to pull him over to him, slashing his blade straight through the moisture farmer's chest, killing Owen. After an hour or so, Luke came home to find his aunt and uncle murdered. He fell to his knees and began to cry. "Luke," Maul said, stepping out of the shadows. The boy sprung to his feet, grabbing Owen's shotgun from the ground and pointing it at the intruder. "Who are you? Do not fear me, Luke. I am here to help you, Maul said, creeping slowly towards him. Help me? Luke questioned, rubbing the tears from his cheeks. How can you help me? You don't even know me. You are Luke Skywalker, and I am your protector, Maul said in a convincing voice. I have watched over you since you were a boy, just in case he may come for you. Luke pondered Maul's statement. He? Who are you talking about? Maul forced himself to hold back a smile, for he could tell Luke was taking the bait. He is known as Darth Vader. He and his master have been looking for you for quite some time, but it appears they found you. Had I known, I would have tried to save them, Maul said, looking at the corpses of Owen and Beru. But even if I managed to get here on time, even I would fall to Vader and his master. Luke could see the sadness on the Zabrak's face. He could tell Maul was not such a bad guy. Skywalker lowered his weapon. So, what happens now? Your uncle never wanted you to know, but you are Force-sensitive, Luke. I can teach you everything I know, and then, one day, when you're ready, we can get vengeance on Vader and his master for what transpired here today. Luke was a little more than overwhelmed. First, his aunt and uncle were killed. Then, he learns that there is an evil man called Vader out there looking for him. And now, he finds out that he can actually use the Force. He looked around, realizing there was no reason to stay. Even his friends are planning on leaving next year. Owen and Beru weren't his actual parents, but they raised him like he was their own. And Maul was right. They deserve to be avenged. So, Luke, what do you say? Join me, and together we shall make Vader pay, Maul stated, holding Anakin's lightsaber out he found in Kenobi's hut. Luke peered at the lightsaber hilt, then back at Maul, and with a smirk of hope on his face, he grabbed the lightsaber and said, Teach me everything you know, my master. And that's where I choose to end this theory, because that is a juicy ending and it's a good cliffhanger. I want to hear what you guys think is going to happen next. Do you think that, I don't know, Maul's going to train Luke to be a dark Force user? Maybe at some point we're going to see Kanan versus Maul and Ezra versus Luke in some point in the future? That'd be pretty cool. Do you think Luke would actually turn to the dark side with Maul's influence? Do you think they'd actually be able to beat Darth Vader and the Emperor at some point in time? I mean, heck, who knows? Maybe Maul, Kanan, Ezra, and Luke would set aside their differences and all join together to take down Vader and the Emperor. I don't know, that'd be pretty interesting to me. But like I said, let me know what you guys think is going to happen next in the comments below. Please remember to like and subscribe for more videos. And until next time, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.